How's it going? So, guess what? It's Feb 20. What day is it today? 25? Yeah, Feb 25. Supposedly middle of winter, or just about the end of winter, about a month to go before spring officially starts. But the temperature now is like 20 degrees. It's quite warm. So I just have my thermals on in this. It's a little bit warm already. Indoors it is 22 degrees right here. So we'll have this window open. Of course we'll still have our exhaust fan on. So now I'm making, well, it's not Filipino food. It's not supposedly Mexican food, but it's Filipino style Mexican food maybe. So I'm making like ground beef that's supposedly to be used for tacos. I don't know what it's called. I'll just heat up the, what do you call this, the oil, and I'll chop the garlic. Actually garlic is not used here, but because I have an excess of garlic, so I'm gonna use them. And put in the onions, tomatoes, ground beef, and I'll add sausages actually, so it's gonna be like chili dog kind of thing. So I'm not gonna eat it with tacos actually. Of course I'll eat it with rice, and I'll also eat it with pre-chopped lettuce. Only 50 yen, so why not? So anyway, I've already peeled off the skin from my garlic. I'm gonna use my trusty garlic chopper. Put them all in as usual. And chop away. Very easy. And of course I will have to wash this carefully later. Here's my chopped garlic. And then I put it here. The oil is a little bit warm already. But I'll just set it on low fire because I still need to chop my onions. Turn on our exhaust fan. Now for the onions. For the onions I keep running water on, but that's not necessary. So I don't know, basically like 2 weeks ago there was snow, and now suddenly it's like cool summer weather. Of course everyone's still wearing their jackets and stuff. I mean, it's just so weird. 20 degrees in February. Onions. I'm going to do just that. I think one piece of onion will do. What do you think? So I have this much onion, this much ground beef and ground. This is ground beef and ground pork. The ratio is 8:2 beef to pork. 426 yen for just a little over half a kilo. Not bad, I guess. This one just a small onion, so. Onion what do you call that? Scent. It's getting to my eyes. Ooh, so strong. Bunch of tomatoes here. That says mini tomato. Mini tomato. These are very small tomatoes. 178 yen for this pack. 4, 5, 6. Everything in. More tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I love garlic. I love onions. The leaf. This will take some time. Speed it up. We put all the tomatoes face down, flat face down, because that's where the juice will come from. Now, our beef with pork. I just took this out around 10:30, and it's now what time is it? 1:30, and it's very nicely thawed. I use this thing. It speeds up the thawing process. Pretty handy. It also doubles as like a flat grill. Well, on this side it has some ribs though. Alright. This is the sausages I'm going to use. It's like a typical Japanese sausage. So this says chorizo. Oh, this is chorizo. So that should be yummier than the usual. Well, this is not the typical Japanese sausage, but the size is. Well, you'll see that later. But, so while we're waiting for the juice to come out from the tomato, I'll clean up a little bit here. And we're struggling with the very small kitchen space we have right here. That should be good enough. Can't extract any more juice from the tomatoes, so next thing I do, this is what I do. Put everything in. There's no need to wash this because this has been pre-processed, so it should have been pre-washed. Put everything in. Scatter them nicely so that they occupy the whole space. And also add in our sausages. Chorizo. Ooh. This is the first Japanese packaging I've ever encountered that's difficult to open. Ooh. Now for this you really need scissors to cut it open. Just dump them all there as well. Make sure everything's submerged in water. That's a lot of water, so basically we'll just let all the water evaporate, and that means it's cooked. Everything's cooked. And that's it. Just wait for that. Oh, you should add the spices now. So usually for this I add black pepper. Not the very finely ground black pepper. I don't really have any recipe as to how much black pepper you should put in there, but you know, it's basically seasoned to taste. you know what ground pepper tastes like. So then I add paprika. This sort of makes the gives the reddish color to the meat, and also a little bit of flavor, of course. I wanted red. And lastly, this is the one that gives it that unique Mexican taste. It's cumin. How does that read? Cumin. Okay. Powder. Okay. I don't know if you can see the steam. So it's looking nicely. Later on I might need to add some of the spices. And let it boil, and that's about it. I'll see you in a while. So here it is, it's boiling. I think I put too much water. I don't know if you could see it, there's a kind of vortex, like a tornado forming here. Maybe you can't see it. It's so cool. You see it? Alright. I also wanted to show you this. So I have like a when I arrived here, there was this stainless steel wall right beside my sink, and also right beside the stove area. At first I didn't know what it was for. I thought it was for to keep, I mean, it's easier to clean, so when you have food splattering all over, so it's easy to clean. But I found out you can also actually use this for this, so I bought some magnetic hooks such as these and such as this, and then I bought, well, I have this kind of mesh. It's just made of plastic, and I also bought this magnetic strip. Basically, there, my knives and scissors are there, kitchen scissors, and I have all my tools there. Spoons and forks and knives I'm drying are inside that. I even have a pan there, and whatever I'm using for cooking, I put it up there. I also have these magnetic thermometer. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 24 degrees now here. I have this timer that I talked to you about, and also this hygrometer, which basically measures humidity. You can see humidity is about 53% relative humidity. And this is the flat grilling plate that I was talking to you about. It's quite heavy, so I used 3 hook magnets. That one. There's what I think is a gas leak detector. So I don't have any mirrors here, so I bought this 100, well, I think it's a 200 yen mirror. It's just a small one. And this is the water heater. Those are the knobs to turn on the gas. That's my gas stove. That's my kettle. I have stuff inside. This is all the cabinets I have. I guess when you live in this kind of apartment, you don't usually cook, or people here don't usually cook. Anyway, I'll show you this too, a few things I have. So of course I have Heinz, oh, you can't see it, Heinz ketchup. Ooh. Actually, I don't use ketchup that much anymore. I like ketchup. This is sesame oil. First two characters there says goma, which means sesame. I guess the third character is oil. I have this is oyster sauce, and I also have my Caesar salad dressing. Caesar salad dressing. I ran out of Italian dressing, which is actually my favorite salad dressing. Of course, I have my paper towel. Oh, those are my neighbors. You can see the air conditioning units out there. And that's it. Almost there. Almost there. But oh, there's still the vortex or tornado there. But anyway, cool. Come back to you in a while. And voila, here's our finished product, chili dog rice. Ideally, I have some chopped tomatoes to go with this. So it's, or maybe you could call it taco rice, but we don't really have those taco shells as well. Although I do have some taco chips here. Let me just show you this. I also have salsa actually. Oh shit. I'll show you the new one. So I have taco chips as well. I don't plan to eat this with that, but it will become tastier. So this is called, this brand is Don Tacos. So it's supposedly taco chips. Chiri tacos. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit spicy as well. And I actually have salsa with me here. Salsa. And that's about it. I forgot to mention that I forgot to put one of the more important ingredients in this, and that's salt. So actually I added some salt to my chili dog. And that's it. Oh, I've already tasted it and it tastes good. I think I love this meal. And that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode.